A former spokesperson for Killer Kyle Rittenhouse provided a little bit of insight into the young man, and wow, it's pretty bad. Okay, so now this was from a law and crime documentary that premiered on Friday, and this ex-spokesman slash security guard Dave Hancock had learned about some text messages showing that the then 17-year-old was actually hoping to shoot someone before that fateful day in 2020. So now the young Kyle Rittenhouse had apparently sent some text messages pledging to, quote, effing murder shoplifters outside of a pharmacy before later on, not that same day, killing 2 people. So according to Hancock, Rittenhouse had a, quote, history of things that he was doing prior to the double killing, specifically patrolling the street for months with guns and borrowing people's security uniforms, doing whatever he could to try to get into some kind of fight. Now, I don't think this surprises any of you. It certainly didn't surprise me at all. Turns out, yes, there are people that have guns that can't wait for an excuse to actually use them. I mean, look, I personally knew someone who had guns, and I'm not saying that every gun, owner is like this, but there are some people out there that probably shouldn't have them because they're like, oh yeah, I can't wait for somebody to try to break into my house. Yeah, I'll blow them away. Can't wait. Like, you realize you sound like a psychotic person hoping to be robbed, okay? Hoping that somebody will be unlucky enough to choose your home to try to burgle so that you can blow their head off. Like, you sound like a psycho. Like, I hope that nobody tries to burglarize my home, even like so many people that actually have home, guns for home defense are like, God, I hope I never have to use this. I hope that I never have to use this, to defend myself and defend my property. But if I do, yeah, sure, yeah, I'm prepared to use it. I don't want to, but I will use it if I have to. But there are some people out there that are like, no, I can't wait to use it. I can't wait to splatter somebody's brains across the wall. Like, that's really, really messed up when you think about it, okay? Really, really messed up. And Kyle Rittenhouse apparently is one of those people. And he actually got to live out that fantasy. But, we all know what happened there. That said, Hancock said he initially believed Rittenhouse's claims of self-defense when he first relayed a story about fatally shooting the 2 individuals, Rosenbaum and Huber. So, look, the judge had ruled that this was a self-defense case, and ultimately he was exonerated of the charges. So now, that said, while the charges didn't change, Hancock's opinion of Kyle Rittenhouse did change when he became aware of text messages that surfaced as part of a civil lawsuit filed by the family of one of the men who was killed in Kenosha, demanding wrongful death damages from Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, Rittenhouse sent the text from the phone that he had on the night of the August 25th double killing in Kenosha, according to what Hancock says in the new film. The texts were in response to seeing shoplifters at a CVS pharmacy a little more than 2 weeks before the shooting in Kenosha. So, now look, nobody likes shoplifters. I certainly don't appreciate them. I don't like them at all. Do I think that shoplifting is worthy of being murdered for? No, I don't think so. I don't believe that particular crime is worthy of the death penalty, but apparently Rittenhouse did. He says, quote, "The world is disgusting. It makes me effing sick. I wish they would come into my house. I will effing murder them." Jesus Christ, this kid's a little psycho. That's what he is. Now, commenting on the text to Law and Crime's chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross, Hancock reportedly said, quote, "This is where his head's at. You know what I mean." Yeah. No, we know. We know. Now, he also said, "My first impression was a scared kid, arrogant, oblivious to the world around him. When he was telling me about the story, I believed he was being sincere. I believed the things that he told me, and now I understand to be one of his many lies, and that hurts. That sucks. Look, this guy is apparently pretty close to Rittenhouse, okay? Serving as his spokesperson and his security guard beyond the acquittal. In fact, shortly after the verdict was read, Hancock had even spoken at length with news media reporters, saying, quote, "You are going to see some good things coming out of Kyle coming up, because he's very pragmatic about what has happened." Now, did that turn out to be true? No. What he did is he went on a right-wing speaking circuit. That's right. He made the rounds at all the different right-wing pro-gun organizations. Now, Hancock had also been involved in efforts to publicize a book by Rittenhouse, characterizing Volume as a story of a young man's very unorthodox journey into adulthood, what it took to make it, and the lessons he learned along the way. But now this guy's like, my bad. I promoted a killer because it turns out, yeah, he was looking forward to killing people. That's who Kyle Rittenhouse is, okay? He is a killer. That's why I call him Killer Kyle, because he killed 2 people. Regardless of the circumstances, he pulled the trigger on them and ended 2 people's lives. That should not be celebrated, at least by him. He should feel, again, regardless of the circumstances, I wish I wouldn't have had been in this position to do what I did. I wish I wouldn't have had to end these 2 people's lives. Never heard that from him. You never hear that because he's not sorry about killing 2 people. He's not sorry about it at all, whatsoever, okay? He fantasized about getting into fights. And guess what? One of his fantasies came true. And now 2 people are dead. All right? He is a killer who got exactly what he wished for. No consequences. No consequences for being able to act out in his violent fantasies. That's it. Hell, he became lionized. He became a right-wing icon until the short time where he decided not to endorse Donald Trump, and then everybody turned against him, which forced him, of course, to say, oh no, what have I done?
Oh no!
I need to turn right around and endorse Donald Trump. And that's exactly what he did. Look, he wanted to put himself into a situation where he could legally use his gun to shoot and kill people. And that's what he did. At the end of the day, that is who Kyle Rittenhouse is. He is a dangerous person, enabled and inspired by so-called stand your ground laws. And he will never, of course, face real justice for what he did. Again, he had a judge and a jury that let him off, that just let him go. Oh, well, it's obviously self-defense. Ignoring how he definitely went out there, went to Kenosha armed with the hopes that he could legally shoot someone. And he did. That's what happened. And unfortunately, it will probably happen again somewhere else in this country, like we saw with George Zimmerman, and now with Kyle Rittenhouse. There will probably end up being another situation where someone who is armed is able to go out there, pick a fight, and then use his gun. That's what these laws allow to happen. It's not about defending yourself. It's not about defending your home. I do believe in that. Even though it is more dangerous for you to have a gun in the home. You're more likely to shoot yourself or a neighbor or a family member, who is not robbing you. But still, I'm not going to get in the way of somebody exercising their Second Amendment right to be able to feel safer, right? But when it comes to stand your ground, it does not make you safer. It makes everyone else around you less safe. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon in order to get notified whenever a new video is released. And if you want to support independent, progressive media through this difficult time where it seems like everybody is shut down, you can become a member on our YouTube page, you can become a subscriber on Facebook, or you can go to my Patreon. It's patreon.com/KillerKyle. Jeff Waldorf. Thank you.